what's the plan then, Lando? What are you doing after Formula 3? What's the next year? You'll be an F2? Or is that only if you win this season?
Yeah, F2 next year. Even if I don't win, I think I'm doing it.
Happy days.
Yup.
What do you think of this Leclerc guy? You gonna wipe the floor with him?
No, if he wins, he's not going to be doing it next year because you're not allowed to. He'll be an F1 next year.
Do you know what team you're going to be running with?
No. I mean, we haven't really started talking to anyone, but if I can go with the Prem, obviously that would be nice, but I don't know.
It seems like they're the team, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Dams are pretty good, but not good enough, basically. So if I want to win the championship, I will need to do it with Prema, but if McLaren don't really care about me winning and just want me to have a learning year, then something like Dams would be good.
Yeah, so I've just been working out how to get my mic working. I haven't been online for like 6 months. That's why I was a bit quiet. So how come you were a bit slow at the start of the season? Were you just getting up to speed or what?
What are you chatting about? It's slow. No.
Now all the races I watched, you weren't doing too well, and I was like, oh fuck that. And then I just started watching them, just the results, and started seeing you were doing better. So I guessed you didn't have a good start to the season.
No, it was good. There was a couple of races which weren't so good. But 90% of the time it's been going right. Only since halfway through the season it's gone much better. I had 2 wins and a second in the final race, and 2 wins and a third in Zandvoort. So yeah, since halfway through it's going much better than the beginning. But the beginning was alright.
Yeah, but that's what I meant. Is it's obviously you found something this second half. So I just wonder whether that was just you or whether it was just the way it went.
Bit of both. I think I feel a bit more confident with the car now. Just feel like just more confident. Then a bit of it, the team's improved quite a bit. Obviously, it was their first proper season, kind of back into it. So they weren't really on it compared to what Prema were, but we've improved the car a lot. So compared to Prema, we're a lot more competitive now, and if anything, probably slightly better. So yeah, it changes. Some tracks we're better, some tracks they're better. But combination of me and the team, I guess.
Yeah, cool. No, we're all interested to see how you get on because you're, kind of one of us, but you're living the dream. So it's good fun to watch.
Yeah. Cheers. It's alright. I'm not as good on iRacing.
Yeah, but how much time do you really spend on it? Like, actually, I don't really spend much time either. But what equipment do you use on here, by the way?
Bodnar wheel and I think it's Piskinfield pedals. I think I'm not 100% sure. I think it is. It's a Pro Sim.
And you've got the Pro pedals or the Ultimate pedals?
I don't know. It's a Pro Sim, so it's I don't know, whatever comes with it basically, but it's very similar to the Huskenfeld ones. It's a proper it's not really so much for gaming. It's more for like actual testing, like proper sim stuff. So I have to hit it with like whatever 120 bar instead of whatever you hit on in iRacing. It's like 2. So yeah, it's made for proper stuff, not made for proper stuff, not so much gaming.
Yeah, well, that's what me and Angus have been talking about, those Husingveld Pro pedals. I've just ordered some, so they're coming on Thursday, but I'm using fucking T500 pedals, pieces of shit that spike all the time, and Angus uses G25 pedals.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely think it's better than them. I've never used them, but they're not going to be good. Here, with these, you have a lot more feel, because, well, for me anyway, I like it with, it's much more of a stiff pedal, so you can modulate it much better than actually physically having to press, like, the pedal down, which is like the Logitech crap one, so I think...
Yeah, I get that. My brother's got hydraulic brake pedal and for his sim, and he used to have the HE Ultimates, similar to what you're talking about. So I have used them, and they are good, but didn't really want to spend the money. And then I think I haven't been coming on very much lately because these pedals are pieces of shit. So I just ordered them.
Yeah, mine's hydraulic, my brake pedal, so it's good. I mean, I use iRacing. When I can, I use it, like, a lot. Like, a lot. I'm on it pretty much all day when I have a day off, so I spend quite a bit of time, but obviously I'm not, like, committing to just doing one series. I just do a bit of everything.
Yeah, cool. Well, interesting to see whether I actually, well, I know it's easier to be, to do the same lap times with better pedals. I don't know if it's ultimately quicker once you get used to a set of pedals, you can go fast, but I just think, it's hard to be consistent with these kind of, toy pedals.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, once you get used to it, maybe you'll be alright, but I think for just getting on and being fast, I think these are definitely better. Just a bit more feel and more consistent, basically, than those other ones. So I think you'll prefer them, but it's a bit of driver preference, I guess.
Well, I think we know what people think of these. It's just, interesting. That's why I want to get up to speed in this week so that I can swap them over and see if I actually gain any time or I can compare them properly.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people struggle with some, so these are never broken for me, so they're alright.
Are they never broken, yeah?
No, mine are never broken. I mean, it's hydraulic, so it's freaking... On iRacing, I said it, so I only have to brake with, like, I don't know, 10 bar, 20 bar brake pressure. Logitech ones probably can't even stand 10 bar, like pussy pedals. But
Or 1 bar?
now my ones are like made for 90 bar or, well, it's more 120 bar or something, which is like basically pressing as hard as you can, so they're unlikely to break.
But in Angus's language, how many gallons is that?
Fuck off. Yeah, I don't know what the other...
Oh, come on, guys. It's because, I don't know why, I always change the setting to, I don't change it to metric when I put the fuel in, so I just know that it's, well, no, maybe I do change it. Oh, fuck knows, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think, I mean, like, the only thing, like, you know, with this world fastest gamer, you have people that are coming from this who don't even press more than 5 bar of brake pressure, and then they have to somehow go into a simulator and hit 90 bar consecutively in every corner, and they're just going to struggle because they have no idea of what you actually have to do. So I guess for me, it's alright, because I know what it's like to actually drive a car and what I need to do, but for some people they don't. So they think they're amazing when they're actually just really good on like iRacing or something.
So your pedals then, are they basically what would be in the F1 simulators?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's proper pedals. It's not like, I mean, this is done off like more of a sensor, like no, it's not a load cell, I don't think. I don't know what it is. But yeah, they're good. But I think compared to like the McLaren sim, obviously it's a bit more high tech. You have like carbon pedals and whatever, so probably like 100 times as expensive as these. But now these will never break unless you somehow cut them and break them. So they're similar, yeah, in terms of they withstand the same amount of brake pressure and everything. But these you can't really change so much. Like, I mean, like with the Formula One, you can very easily change. If I press 5 bar, they can change it so it hits, so it changes, it hits 10 bar, whatever. They change the master cylinder. Whereas I think on this it's much harder to do with that type of stuff. But you don't need to do that on iRacing because you can just change with a button in options. So it's similar, but yeah, there's a lot of things which are different still.
And this server's going to run out in 2 minutes, but how did you find going from the Formula One car back to your S3?
It was alright actually. It didn't feel like massively slow because it was literally like 3 days later I was back in the F3 at Budapest. So it was pretty much a direct comparison of what I did. And in some corners, the F3 actually felt faster than the F1 car because you're more on the limit and like sliding a lot more. And for the corners like the really slow speed, because it's smaller and lighter, you actually are able to carry more speed. But in the freaking high speed, the F1 car is just unbelievable. Like it's pinned. I mean, it was a good setup because it was after the race weekend, but the amount of confidence and aggressiveness you can just literally turn in to the corner, it's just like a huge step up from F3 to quite a bit. But the powers are a massive difference.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. And but they were pretty quick round there anyway, so it was quite a good test for you to go to, I guess.
Yeah, they were good because the car's really good, but they have no power. So there's even Singapore, they were losing like I think it was 1.1 seconds a lap in power, which I think even in qualifying, 1.1 seconds it would have put them like P3 or whatever with Red Bull, obviously with the Renault engine. So I think the car's really good. Like Budapest, it's high downforce, but for the tracks like Monza, they're losing like 2 seconds a lap or something, so it's freaking impossible. So yeah, I think next year when they have a Renault engine in, they'll be a lot better.
Yeah, and last question. That's interesting. 30 seconds. Did you have any moments in the F1? Like, did you shit yourself at any point?
Yeah, quite a bit. Mainly, like, I did one in the very first run when I tried putting my power down, and because it's got freaking so much, I like a half spun on the exit. And yeah, I had like a bit of a moment. I was like, holy crap. And then I actually spun once in turn 6